Okay, so go ahead and color code this video, and I went in frames here. I'll show you how I did that. I just left click the mouse and drag it across until they're all highlighted. They're all highlighted. And then I'm going to go ahead and click here, palette, for my color processing. The other video behind, it's acting all wonky right now. Can't handle it. Can't handle the truth. This computer. It's time for a new computer, I guess. Bear with me. I'm going to this guy back here a little bit better, so we're going to go ahead and do that now. Wrong button. Yeah. So, alright, color wheel, we want to be right here. Alright, so clicked on here, we got to our color wheel, and then you can see, just that alone, kind of, that's probably all you'd need to do, but let's go ahead and leave that on there. I kind of like that. Look, I just hit the brighten button. I wasn't expecting that, but I don't mind. Come down a little bit more, and then we can use the LUT if we want, but I'm not going to. But now we can kind of go ahead and change the temperature a little bit, give it a little warmer. Yeah, green tints. I like to give it a bump it up a little bit in saturation, maybe 10%. Alright, we'll go with 8% there. Exposure. Overexpose it a little bit. Hazy background there. Contrast. 50% contrast. 14% brightness. We're going to go ahead and highlight. Okay, the computer is jammed up at the moment. Sorry. Okay, so we're going to do a little highlight. Bring that up about 16%. Shadows, back off on the shadows a little bit. So it should lighten it up a little. Back off on the back. And then don't leave the words. Do a little bit of exposure. 5% exposure. Other than that, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it that way. That's my video. Okay, now see, good thing to check. Good thing to check. Now that's just not going to work. So that's too overexposed. That's okay. So when I was going by, I noticed after we did some color grading that this was a little much here on this house, so it's a little whitewashed out. So I'm going to go back and I think back to the basics. Get back up here to the brighten. I think that's too much. I'm going to take that off. Now I think that looks a lot better. And then if we go here, oops, wrong spot. Here. Somewhere here. Okay, so let's try this again. Let's forget about that preset. Let's go down. 40% on the saturation. Just think about the colors a little bit. A little bit of exposure, brightness, brightness. Contrast is always good. We'll go about 26% contrast. Highlight, go about 20% on the highlights. Pull back on the shadows just a little bit. And then sharpen. Sharpen. Just a little bit of flavor. I'd like to get a little more color in the sky, but it is really washed out. I might just be as good as I can get for now. Give it a little vibrance. Just give it just a little bit of color. A little bit. And I think that's gonna be it. I'm gonna be good with that. Okay, so I'm just gonna run through this real quick and see if everything looks good. Still a little overexposed. I think it's too exposed there. I'm gonna fix that. Color. Scroll down. Pull back on the saturation. Pull back on the exposure. A little better. See that it's not so whitewashed there. That's a little more. I had it just overexposed a little bit. It looked good, I think, over here and there. It looked good. But anyway, so we'll just go through. Just make sure everything looks good everywhere, not just in the one spot. Even there, maybe bring back the brightness just a little bit. Shadow. Pretty happy with that. So we're going to go ahead and go with that. That's what we're going with.